Well, there's been a lot of talk lately. I'm talking monuments of conversation, pillars of loquaciousness. As a 6-year-old kid, I find myself constantly flabbergasted by the anarchic universe that is the playground. But that's my world to walk through, see? Here, hold on a second, grab a chair. Let me tell you about these circumstances here. So, you got an impasse. You got 2 kids, you got 1 slide. Kid goes down, but there's that second kid. He's a large lad, and he's not ready to get off yet. He's kicking gravel into the air while sipping on his juice. This elephant munchkin is wild. No one can stop him. But that one who's going down, feet go right in the brute of the jungle gym, and then chaos. Yeah, teachers, they can't stop him. They don't understand. This guy, he's throwing adults around like birds in a tornado. Now, I'm the kid you call when you want to get to the bottom of the situation. I've been 6 for about 80 years now, give or two a few days, but I had never seen someone this powerful. The kid that went down the slide had no idea what he had unleashed. This mammoth little man was a corrupt agent against the nature of the world. Suddenly, there's a rip in the sky. The clouds drop into the rivers. He's growing, taking control of the physical realm. He could suck up the sun if he wanted to, just with a simple breath. This rampage, it becomes infinitely colossal. At this point, I'm chewing on my sippy cup out of anxiety. Time before us and time after us ceases to exist. Maybe even time itself is gone. We're at a fixed point, trapped in this minute gargantuan's wrath. You could plead to a god for a savior, but it's likely in that moment he was the god of gods. He had become a titan. Excuse me. See, the playground ceased to exist. Everything but that slide, that damn slide. The world crumbled into cookie dust. The only remnants of it left were on the hands and feet of the big boy like melted chocolate chips. He bellows and shrieks, his sound as tangible as his will. The stars in the universe shatter one by one, screaming in agony. Ay, damn, dead. Well, now, as a detective that's been alive and a child for decades, you see a lot of shit. With this, I looked into the eyes of a rogue messiah who was compelled to command. He embraced nothing but his rawest need to consume. That poor kid that touched the back of an omnipotent force. He was dealt 1,000 deaths, repeating infinitely and almost magnificently. The tremble of his suffering more vast and vivid than any hell captured in any religion. So you might be wondering, what happened next? Well, now, in my line of work, we don't really get into the next. I'll tell you this, I was drinking lemonade. The rest is sour.
Welcome to the Matt Hawker Show. Wow, we've had an episode every single day for the last 8 months. Absolutely incredible. Every single day we are pushing these episodes out, and it is always a great time. You know, I have been sitting inside of my flesh my entire life, and I've always wondered what happens if I just took it off and just threw it through. It needs a good clean. It needs a rinse. I don't think showers or baths do enough to clean the flesh. What's going on with the inside of your skin? Like, it is probably disgusting in there. Okay, so some people might argue, all right, well, the inside of your body is like self-cleaning. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense because we die, number one. And number two, if that's the case, why don't I just like take the blood out of my body and rub it on the outside of my skin? That doesn't do anything. I don't get that. Like, I'm assuming the inside of our bodies are just covered in mold and disgusting smells and all these things. Like, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty confident that's what's going on in there. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. And maybe that's a little concerning for those of you who are doctors at home who have discovered that I know your secret, that humans need to shower on the inside. Which is why we need to use shower heads. We need thinner shower heads that can go through any human hole and go in to the body, where it can then go whoosh, done. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be something we need for us, for you, for we, for wuss? You know what I mean? Anyway, today we have a really great... Oh, God. We have a really great moment that I'm going to share with you. It turns out that I... that I have become the champion of origami. I have become the champion of origami, the king of paper. Those are two titles I hold dearly. See, it was a reward given to me, given to a friend, given back to me. And now that I hold this title, I'm going to begin the interview. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
All right, hey, and welcome to the Matt Hawker Show. So go ahead and tell us your name.
Reid Messerschmidt.
Mess of what?
Messerschmidt.
Messerschmidt. Oh, you have a nice name from Russia, I can tell. So tell us what you're about. Like, what's your deal? What are you all about? What is Reid Messerschmidt all about?
Reid Messerschmidt is about a lot of things. Podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
He's a podcaster.
Yeah.
He's about speaking in the third person.
Oh,
he's
nice.
About historical ephemera.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah, you're keeping it fresh, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely, always got to keep it fresh.
Yeah, keeping it so fresh. And on that topic, like, what does Reid Messerschmidt think about the current climate of the U.S. cereal market? Go ahead, Reid, take it away.
I think it's waned a little bit. Back.
What do you mean by waned? Do you mean flippy floppy?
It's flippy floppy for sure.
Right.
It's not what it was when I was a youngster. I'll tell you that much. Now.
Nothing is as it was, is it?
That's true.
God damn it.
I know. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is it? Cereal? Is it in or out? What do you think?
Oh, well, sugar cereals are out.
Uh-huh.
And the rest of them aren't worth having in. So cereal is out.
Yeah. Reid, this is kind of boring. Yeah. Are you more of a Jesus fan or a ceiling fan? Go ahead.
Ceiling.
Ceiling what?
Packages.
Your ceiling packages?
Mm-hmm. It's Christmas.
Did you steal a package off my front porch? Tuesday. Yep. Last Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Yeah, it was your depression medication.
Oh my gosh. Reid? Mm-hmm. You can't keep doing this to me, Reid.
I need them.
For what purpose, Reid?
For my depression.
Oh, you take the depression card, huh?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't my fault. The depression made me do it.
You know what? That's just like you. Hey, Reid, question. Do you watch soccer?
No.
Oh, they're a bunch of babies. Have you seen them? When they play soccer? Have you watched them?
I'm familiar with the game.
So you have watched soccer?
Yes.
Reid,
you caught me in a lie.
You just lied to me. I'm feeling, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's part of the game. We're just getting to know each other. And I expect people lie. They do. But now I know that this will probably, there's some barriers, I think, in our relationship. But I think as we get to know each other, that you will see that you can trust me, Matt Hawker.
This is one-sided. I need some background.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
We're in therapy now. Go ahead. I'll therapize us. Go for it.
Right. So I stole the depression medication, right?
Reid,
how much of that are you taking every day?
This is neither here nor there.
It's both here and there.
Well, I just wanted to know, what is your favorite floral arrangement?
Floral arrangement. I like a daisy mixed with a tulip. Oh, and those fruit basket things.
Wait, like a hybrid? Like a hybrid between like a daisy tulip and a fruit basket?
Yeah, all of those things together.
What about the corsage?
Not a fan.
It's not a fan, you're right. But is it Jesus?
Could be.
I mean, I think I've said a prayer while wearing a corsage.
Have you said a prayer to a corsage?
Absolutely.
That's the real question. You have.
Listen, the answer is always yes.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many people equate your name to the Reeded instrument family?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
You should fix that.
A lot of jazz men have had their lips on me.
Whoa. This just went from rated not interesting to rated lips on man, Reid.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. I'm feeling like there was some blowing going on. No, this is too deep. This is too dark. We can't go there. We can't go there.
Back it up.
Okay. The cereal market. That's the beginning. Did I go too far? You wanted me to back it up just like a little bit?
All the way.
Oh, you wanted to go all the way?
Before we started.
You wanted to go all the way?
Before we started.
Oh, wait, before we started?
Yes.
I was taking a dump before we started. I had a burrito for lunch, and it got the bowels moving. Oh, round two.
All right, Reid. Well, thanks for being on today. We really appreciate your time. If you have any other questions for us, feel free to not ask them. Yawning is a word that just has an ing at the end of it. So let's remove that. Let's just take yawn. You have a yawn. It's Y-W-A-N. Yawn. You want some salsa? I do. Anyway, here on the Matt Hawker Show, we have the 3 pillars of truth. See, we don't believe in pyramid schemes. We don't believe in bringing others into the fold to sell and pitch the show to others, letting them start a Matt Hawker Show and then bringing that forward, sort of a cyclical turn of personally adapting events that unfold at a synchronous pace, creating an infinitesimal orchid orchigmo of developments. We believe in 3 pillars: love, strength, farts. These 3 things will keep us together and will allow us to build our brand. Shareholders, listen up. We're going to make this work just fine. We have everything you need here. Oh my God, hold on a second. Yeah, oh my God. Oh, okay. We have everything you need, shareholders, everything you could want. You need to invest now. TMHS stock is through the roof. Now is the time to buy. Buy, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the... sometimes I like to think about what I could have been like without being me. I think maybe I would have been just a regular kid having fun. Imagine not running into a wall and breaking every bone in your body. That could have been me. Imagine touching a ball, just touching it and embracing it and maybe throwing it. Imagine just being loved by those around you. Imagine it. Imagine. Why? Why did I have to be me? Ducks are our enemies. They need to go. We got to stop them. Geese and ducks, they all are in it together. Birds and people are merging together to form bird-eeple or purds. These creatures of the dusk will invade our lakes, our rivers, our streams, and maybe the oceans. I don't know if ducks really go in oceans, but the point is, they are breeding. The crossbreeding needs to end. It needs to stop. It needs to be done. We have to stop this feathery menace from infecting the human genome with its quacky, lackadaisical nonsense. We need to put it to rest. Listen, I love birds as much as the next guy, and I've had a few children with birds, but that doesn't mean the rest of the world needs to do it too. It doesn't mean we need to mate with birds. That's not what we're about. Listen, we already made airplanes. When you and a bird do it, you're not making an airplane. That's just not what you're doing. You're not helping the United States military by creating a grade A airplane. You're not making a bomber. You're not making an F-22. None of those things are occurring. So stop whipping your junk out every time you see a bird and just going at it. It's not going to do anything, folks. It's not going to... Just listen. It's not who you need to be. It's not who we as a people need to be. So I'm going to need you to just shove it back in and relax. Because this is too far, too quickly, too much. You need to settle down, folks. End it now. Right here. Checkmate. Let it go. Yeah. That's what I like. Something you all need to know about me is that I have a lot of wires here. Holy crap. What on earth? What the hell? Oh.
Well. What do we have here, everyone? What do we have going on? Did you know that when you look deep inside, when you look deep inside yourself, you're going to find something new, something great, something special, something wonderful, just for you and me, together forever, just you and me, together, we're going to be together forever, 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 I know. I can feel them. They're coming. Do you not hear? Do you not see them? Do you not see them? They're coming deeper. Okay. I know. They're coming down. They're coming. I know. Please, let us stop. I can't take this anymore. Please let it end. Please, I can't. All the suffering is never. I just need you. I need you to understand, please. Oh my God, this is good. Please save me. It's one of those horror Matt Hawker Show episodes, isn't it? The ones that are a little weird, isn't it? The ones that get a little strange, a little odd, a little untamed, a little gassy. A lot of atmosphere here, folks. This is what you need, right? This is. Can you pull out whatever in your pockets? Just pull it out. Pull it out. Whatever's in your pocket. Set on the table. What do you have there? What's in that? Is that your wallet? Is that a toothbrush? Yeah, a toothbrush in that pocket. Yeah, pull it out. We need all that out here now. Now I'm gonna need you to just let it loose for a little while, okay? I need you to just let it go, because the things that we're gonna be having here are gonna go into your pockets. They're gonna be the new things in your pockets, okay? We're gonna fill those pockets to the brim with new activities. Those pockets are gonna be filled with hope and dreams and joy and all the things that you need in your life. See, I know most of you struggle. I know you have things in your pockets weighing you down. That's why we're gonna take it all out. We're gonna put it all on the table. We're gonna let it all go. Most things are deep within us, trapping us. We all feel a little heavy inside, right? But we're gonna pull it all out of the pockets. Pull it all out of the pockets. You're gonna pull it all right out, and it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. And once it's out of there, you're gonna put in your pockets whatever you want. This is gonna be a refreshing experience for you. You're going to feel new. You're going to feel alive. You're going to feel rejuvenated for the first time in your entire pitiful existence. That's what it's going to be about, bub. But seriously, the warped Matt Hawker is a little terrifying, and I'm a little nervous here. This is a little spooky, so let's move on to some other weird sounds, shall we?
Some people say the moon came from the earth, or possibly the earth came from the moon. I disagree with all of them. I believe the moon is actually the earth just really, really far in the future. You see, it would make sense that the Earth would shrink down and become desolate, a wasteland of all just wasted potentials of the humans that have lived here now. And they just sort of succumb to nothingness. I would buy that. So the moon is a warning. It's a prophecy almost that's constantly encircling us, just like most prophecies do. It's on the tip of our tongue, and yet we don't quite know what it is. We have theories that it's something from our past, but we're always facing it, and we're always facing forward, which can only mean that it's what's to come. Now, the sun is sort of the consumption of all aspects of time. It ends the past, the current, and the future. All of it dissipates when it faces the sun. The sun is this gravitational heat force that ends everything and everyone. It is all powerful, all knowing, and all devastating. And I think it's pretty nice too, because it lets flowers grow and stuff, and there's trees. They're cool. So it's kind of funky. I think a lot about how the sun in the future will just destroy all of us, but right now it's giving us brilliant life. I mean, sure, we still die, but it is the foundation of all existence, right? I mean, in terms of what's here right now. So it's kind of one of those wild things. It's like somebody, it's like your mom gave birth to you, and then you grow up, and then your mom is running at you in slow motion, holding a dagger, and you know she's going to catch you and kill you eventually, but she's running so slowly that you might just die before she gets to you. Or, I mean, you could like run into the dagger and just end it, and like that's okay too, I guess, but no one's going to, that's going to be a while because she's really far away, like really, really, really far away. And for some reason she's immortal, and also she's like a bajillion times larger than you. But the point is that the point is that the sun is your mom holding a shiv inside of a jail cell, desperate to get out and find you and track you down and end what she started, finally bringing her peace. Maybe that's what the sun's trying to do. It's trying to find peace, and that's why it burns so brilliantly. A never-ending heat, hoping to cool off. So anyway, it's been great having you all here today with me. I love having you. I love it. I love it. Just sit on my elbows and let's go on an adventure. I think that my elbows were meant to be sat on. And I fear that soon my end is near, that the Matt Hawker show will cease to be. It'll just be a blip on a radar on some alien spaceship that's hunting down the last recesses of comic merit in the universe. Because that's all I am. All other comedy's dead. All there is this weird, trippy, undervalued show that's trying to be more than it can ever be. It's kind of cool, I guess. I think most of the people in my life are suffering from depression and are lost in it, and it holds on to them, and it's strange, and it's wonderful. And I don't mean wonderful as in like it's this beautiful, great thing, but I mean, I think that there's something unfortunate yet incredible that we as humans who have everything in the universe that we could ever want for the most part, despite all the strife in the world, despite all the frustration, and despite the gate of hell that awaits so many people that have done wrong, the people that do right, or the people that do mostly right, they still are lost in themselves sometimes. They still sit up late at night wondering how they could be better, or wondering why they're wrong, despite the fact that there's nothing wrong with them at all. I hope for those people, because their only friend is the sadness within them. And I suppose having a friend is nice, but it's not a friend I wish to have. I don't envy them, and I wish them the best, and I hope that they find other friends. I know what it's like to have that friend, for I had it a long time, and I don't think it was that great to me. Sadness is this envelope that seals us away, and we just we mail ourselves to wherever it wants to take us. We have no control. We don't write the address. We don't pay for the postage. We just put ourselves in. Someone licks us in, and then we're gone. Now, the reason I said that depression can be wonderful is that I imagine to be depressed, you have to have the opportunity to be sad. I wonder in times where people were starving or struggling to even exist, if they could comprehend depression. Maybe they could. I don't know, because we live in such a world, or at least I do, and the people that I know do, that we can live infinitely through whatever life we want to live for the most part. Even if there's restraint, or even if there's something that keeps us, like, so for example, I'm terrified of ladders. I'll never climb a ladder. I often wonder if maybe, just maybe, that it's a reminder of how far we've come. As more and more people lose themselves to depression and sadness and anxiety that the society provides, I wonder if it's almost a growing pain that we're going through. You see, in my generation, and the generations before me perhaps even, we were all told that we could do anything, that we could be anything we wanted to be. And most of us discovered that that's simply untrue, that we would fall and falter to the whims of reality. And we have. And it's crushing. And then you have to rebuild yourself. But nobody teaches you how to rebuild yourself. People just teach you how to build yourself. And if you fail at that, then you failed. There's no second chances. That's it. You only get the first one, and then it's over. I don't enjoy this exercise of elimination. And yet, we must exercise under it. I think that when the lights go out tonight, I'll share a dream with you, and we'll hold it together, an adventure like no other. We'll be sitting down by a pond. We'll have escaped any and all tortures. We'll look out on the water, and we'll think about happiness. We'll think about love and peace and joy. And we'll remind ourselves that those things are just like that pond that we're looking at. That while it is a beautiful sight, and while it is a joy to hold into the eyes and bring within us, that it's merely a part of a dream. And while that doesn't make it any less real, it also doesn't make it any more tangible. Which means maybe we have to keep dreaming of that special place that you and I share, of that world of wonder that we wish to hold on to. I think that this won't be an easy journey, my friends. I think that most of us will experience what only we could describe to ourselves alone, with words that don't exist to anyone else, with words that were never written. I believe that even those who go furthest, and even those who experience immaculate pleasure, will find themselves incapable of comprehending the things that ail them, the things that they find themselves lost in, that others will succumb to. Maybe they will too, I don't know. But I hope in my heart, I hope more than anything else,
that you subscribe to Wacky Larry's new Mattress Emporium advertisement. That's right.
Thank you for listening to the Matt Hawker Show. I'm Matt Hawker. You might find me on this podcast whenever the episodes come out. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I use that every now and then. I got a Facebook page, whatever on that one. Yeah. Podchaser, you can review my episodes on that. I'd love to have you review. It makes me feel good and special and powerful. And that's what I need right now to feel like a titan among Goliaths. You know what I'm saying? Please don't use a slingshot on me. Please don't do that. I do have a Discord chat. You can join that and chat it up with the other bratty Maddies that follow the show. Anyway, that's it. That's all you get. You're not getting anything else. This is all you have, except for the weird outro I'm going to put after this, and then like a bonus soundtrack. But that's it. That's all you're getting. That's it. You get nothing. Nothing else ever again. No more Christmas, no more birthdays, no more Easter chocolates, no more Tooth Fairy coins, and especially no Halloween treats. And also no Loogie Day, which is the booger holiday where the booger fairy takes your snot and turns it into little cute outfits that you can wear to impress all your friends. None of that either.
Okay.